Hello, this video is going to be trying to recreate the glitch I have found for re-entering Noelle's home even after being kicked out. This requires you to just getting kicked out. As we can see, we got Susie almost, you know, shaking the heck out of Chris, and we need to just simply go through the dialogue and wait for all this to happen. Wait until Susie has vacuumed up every piece of food on that plate, and have Asgore specifically be next to the door, because once you leave the area, go right or go inside the home, you're unable to do the glitch. Asgore is unfortunately necessary for this reattempt of the glitch. Yes, reattempt of the glitch. All you have to notice is a couple of things. First off, pushing up, you get pushed back, almost like an invisible barrier, the game itself, pushing you back from re-entering the home, and having Susie tell you we can't go back. Additionally, we have Asgore, just being just next to the invisible barrier, and having the dialogue options. It doesn't matter what he says, so long as you have dialogue options and the ability to have dialogue while you're being pushed back from an invisible barrier. I believe they can be recreated almost anywhere in the game, though the thing is, those conditions are very limited, and at the current moment I've only noticed this once, and this is the only thing that's happened. This is my first run ever of the game, and this is not the weird run, and have not won the battle against the Dark Knight on Chapter 3, that very difficult boss battle. So I don't know if those are conditions that are needed or unneeded, if that makes sense, to be able to do this glitch. All you have to do is, within the frame as you're being pushed back, to talk to Asgore, and have overlapping text and dialogue in between both Susie and Asgore talking. Hopefully I'm able to recreate it as quickly as I can. I'm on controller, so it makes it a little bit easier for me to recreate it. Still takes me a while though. All you have to do is just spam the dialogue option and have that open. There you go. We saw it momentarily there. We can recreate it. All you have to do is just look up and right towards Asgore. There we go. Once we have essentially this weird bunch, it doesn't matter what option you say. I'm going to say, are you okay for the sake of this? We have overlapping text, and we have Asgore saying, go on, your studies come first, and random text up here. Once that happens, we're going to have a yes or no option from a dialogue box that I was unable to read or detect. But once that happens, we are able to say yes or no, move through as soon as you click on any option, and you're able to go inside Noel's home. The game places you in a party. So some of the dialogue, like this one, hold on, wait, let me actually find this one. The snack plate assumes that Noel is with you. So if you're in a quote-unquote party scenario, i.e. if you were Susie, it gives you the party dialogue. So Susie's with me, I get the party dialogue, and gives you Noelle as almost being here, even though she is technically in the kitchen. Trying to click on the sofa, you're unable to start the study session time because it's already happened. And going inside the gift room, if you will, you're able to walk around with Susie and go through the wall. Unfortunately, I've already tried it, and you're not able to go up like the heart, soul, as you are being attached to Chris. You're not able to go through the vents, but you are able to go out of bounds and explore some of the area. I played around with it for a little bit, and there just doesn't seem to be any out of bounds activation to go into different rooms, because you are technically Chris and you are in the party, so maybe that doesn't activate once you're doing that. I've gone up for a little bit, gone left, gone right, and unfortunately nothing activates. So the only option is to leave the room and explore everything else. Same with the cactus. Noel is implied to be here, even though she's not. Same with the computer. Same with the closet, I believe. Yeah, she has something to say while in the closet. But weirdly enough, it gives you the no reason to enter room. It gives you the solo dialogue, if you will. It also has the leftover phone and chocolate milk, chocolate syrup cup there. Going to the piano, talking to the piano, interacting with it, correction, gives you the Noel Susie interaction. Highly climbable, yada yada yada. The sink is not interactable. So the game itself is telling you, hey, you're not a soul, you can't interact with the sink. That's the only deduction I have gotten from the game. Same with Des's room. I mean, whose room else could it be? Yeah, no, it's saying it's Des's room. My apologies. But yeah, it's pretty much it. I've not been able to go inside any other room because it still considers you to be, in a party. And that's pretty much all that's left to show. You can recreate it. I think my theory as to why it's that, Asgore has to be there, i.e. another NPC, dialogue has to be there. That NPC has to hold multiple choices as a possible answer. And you also have to have the pushback animation, the 2 to 3 pixels to be pushed back. I managed to go through the home, go past that invisible barrier, because I have activated a dialogue option and was able to move around with it, and go past the invisible barrier and go inside the home. I am on controller. We are after the 104 patch. I am not unsure if this is needed, but just in case. This is the build, this is the app ID. And we are on Steam, Windows 11. I don't know if that's important. Really doubt it. It's just a couple of dialogue options. Hopefully this can be created. So yeah.